Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Yoksh. Hi. Welcome. Wari. 일하고 싶어요. टट्टी लग रही है मैं क्या करूं Hi. DatabaseMigrations. Oh, that is it. Modify your TypeScript in the PDBSTS and pics to generate a new migration file. Review the generated SQL to make sure it looks correct. Run npx result migrate to apply the migration. Yeah, that is done. Song of Ice and Fire. Song of Ice and Fire. You are fire. Aadhaar update DC market. ये क्या है अभी लीड कोड सॉन्ग ऑफ आइसबर्ड Okay. users. Let us now put into practice. We need to add users table and modify the nodes table to reference the user. Modify the nodes table to reference the user who created each node. The schema changes as follows in the new table. Okay, let us now put this into practice. क्या होना भी है सिर में शाम आती है ले जाती है तुमसे ही सुरमई शाम आती है ले जाती है. Let us now put this into practice. We need to add a users table and modify the nodes table. Okay, modify the nodes table to reference the user who created each node. We go to the schema first. Okay. Yeah. Okay, export. We're gonna create a new users table. Users. Should I just name them user? You know. We need to add a users table and modify the nodes to reference the user who created each node. Okay. pg.table. Okay. And users and ID. It is going to be a serial /id and primary key as the primary key. Then username, of course. It is going to be a text. Username should not be null. Cannot be null, and it should here be unique. And then we have a name, text. Do you go? No overload matches this call. Oh, text, and it should not be null. I need to PG table. Do I have it? What do you mean? No overload matches this call. Name, username. The user column has unique. What is that? No overload matches this code. Overload name column. Survey Shabati. शामती मन तुमसे क्या क्या You wrote name, text, name. Not now. Now look at that primary key. And ID dot not null and unique. Dot primary key at line 50 not null not unique. In result ORM modifiers like not null, unique, and primary key are methods functions that belong to the column builder object. To apply them, they must be executed. On line 16, you forgot the parenthesis. Okay. Drizzle ORM modifiers like not null, unique, and primary are method functions that belong to the column builder object. To apply them, they must be executed. Because you left off them, because like you forgot the parentheses, I forgot. Because you left them off, you did not execute the function. Instead, you passed the raw function definition itself. Into the PG table configuration object. TypeScript is violently rejecting this. It expects name to be a configured database column object. Okay, it expects name to be a configured database column object, but you handed it a raw uncalled function because drizzle types are extremely complex under the hood. A simple missing parenthesis triggers that massive unreadable generic type error. No overload matches this call and all that. At the top of the PG table block, go to line. Okay, the username column has an additional unique constraint. Yeah, which means no two users can have the same username. Okay, no two users can have the same username. In SQL terms, Drizzle will generate a unique constraint. Okay, which means no two users can have the same username. In SQL terms, Drizzle will generate a unique constraint on this column, and the database will reject any insert that would create a duplicate. Okay, Drizzle will generate a unique constraint on this column, and the database will reject any insert that would create a duplicate. The notes table gets a new column user ID that links each node to the user who created it. The notes table gets a new column. Notes table gets a new column. The user ID that links each node to a user. We can have it over here. Integer user ID. Well, let's have it like that. Okay. Reference users.id. That's all referencing there. The user's ID column has type integer, has type integer and uses reference method to create. The users column has type integer. The user ID column has type integer and uses the reference method to create a foreign key. To create a foreign key, constraint pointing to the ID column of the users table. A foreign key is a set of attributes in a table that refers to the primary key of another table. Foreign key. A foreign key is a set of attributes in a table that refers to the primary key of another table. So primary key of the another table here, the primary key for the users table is the ID. So in the blocks table, the user ID is a foreign key in this blocks table. Okay. Linking these two tables in the context of relation. Database is a foreign key is an object, subject and inclusion dependency constraint that tuples. I don't know what the fuck is this language. Foreign key is a subject to an. In the context of relation databases, a foreign key is subject to an inclusion dependency. What is a inclusion dependency now? Constraint inclusion dependency constraint that the tuple, what is that now, consisting of the foreign key attribute. I don't get, man. Everything is in English. God damn it, sucks. The user ID column has a type integer and uses the reference method to create a foreign key constraint. Okay, the user ID column has type integer and uses the reference method to create a foreign key constraint pointing to the ID column of the users table. This tells the database that every value in user ID must correspond to an existing row in the users table. And we are referencing it. If someone tries to insert a node with a user ID that does not exist in users, the database will reject it. The foreign key also means that a user cannot be deleted. Okay, the foreign key also means that a user cannot be deleted if they still have nodes referencing to them. No. Note how the column is named user ID in TypeScript camel case, but maps to user ID in the database snake case. That is a snake case. This is a common convention, but maps to user ID in the database snake case. This is a common convention. TypeScript code uses camel case while SQL uses a snake case, and Drizzle handles the mapping through the string argument passed to the integer. Okay, Drizzle handles the mapping through this. Drizzle handles the mapping. Drizzle handles the mapping through the string argument. Passed to integer user snake ID. Underscore. And now we generate and apply the migration. Let's see. Drizzle Drizzle kit and then generate. still generating, I guess. Oh, we have ancient hellfire. Why do you have these kind of names? Oh, this is the altar, okay. That's the last one, and this is the user. I mean, what did you call that? Database migration. Create a table, like, yeah, no. Create a table users ID serial primary key not no username text and not no name is text. Okay, name is text and not no. अच्छा तो मतलब not null, and a primary key should also not be null because it's a primary key. Dumbling. Oh, constraint users username. Unique username. Alter table blocks, add column user. Okay, we are altering here. We are migration. Yeah, this is the migration. Okay, we are altering the table blocks by adding a column named user ID. Oh, chotta tomata statement breakpoint. Alter table blocks, add. First we add the column and then alter table blocks, add constraint blocks user ID fk. That is a foreign key. Okay, not that fk, but foreign key. User ID references public users ID on delete no action, on delete no action, on update no action, no action. Sorry, no action. Action. Sorry. Okay, let's migrate it. npx drizzle kit migrate Postgres driver. Oh yeah, it is migrated. Oh baby, this was the one. Then we had this, and then we have this. Okay, that's the migration version 7. Version to 7 ही है इसका भी. ID आ जाती है इसकी नहीं. अगर blogs schema blogs वाला हो गया एक तो. IT serial and all that, and then second भी हो गया. Foreign keys. That's the foreign key. User ID. Then we have the public users and users and foreign keys and all that. If we inspect the generated migration file, we will see something like this. not even started. I'm so sleepy. Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord. はい。अब नींद नहीं आई, अब नींद नहीं आने वाली है, नींद Okay, if we inspect the generated migration file, we will see something like create table users, user ID and all that. Create table user ID serial, yeah. Not null user text, not null, another constraint users, username unique username. Okay, users username unique username. Alter table nodes, here in our case it's blocks, and and column user ID integer. Chotto matta. Maikka. Sanne. So danne. Not no usernames can be anything. But shouldn't the username also? Should I not be? State breakpoint alter table. Add constraint node user ID fuck. Foreign key user ID references public dot users ID on delete no action no update no action. The migration creates the user table, users table, and adds the user ID column. Okay, the migration creates the user table and adds the user ID column with its foreign key constraints to the existing nodes table. Hi npx drizzle कैसे करते हैं वो npx drizzle kit studio drizzle kit studio. I like to type my commands. Like to type my commands. Oh यार मेरा cut. I'll paste it over here. And it's gonna ask for my permission. क्यों का फिर सिर पिंडी की संडी की पिंडी. Okay, that is created. It's created. Okay. पिंडी की सुंडी की पिंडी पुंडी papa.com lady.com sundi.com. Null. Yeah, the user ID is null, of course. Not given any user ID and user. Well, like user ID, user ID and user two like that. The migration creates the user table and adds the user ID column with its foreign key constraints to the existing nodes table. Notice that Drizzle does not recreate the nodes table from scratch. It compares the new schema against the previous migration snapshot and generates only the altered table statements needed to bring the database in sync. Why is it null in my case? We don't have any, but should it not why? Why? Okay, notice that result does not recreate the notes table from scratch. It compares the new schema against the previous migration snapshot and generate only the alter table statements needed to bring the database in sync. Let us create a user from Drizzle Studio and associate that to nodes that already exist. Okay, you're doing that later. Okay, now we can make a small change to a schema. We would like to alter that so that the foreign key user ID in the nodes table is required to be. Now it's associate the nodes. Let's associate the nodes first. I'd have 1, 2. Wow, that is 2. Sundigi Pundi, Pindi man, Pundi man, Sundi man. Actually, these are 3 authors or 3 users. Okay, that is we save. Insert or update on blogs violates foreign key constraints. Blog user ID 4. So what should I do? Set user ID 1 where ID is 1. Where ID is 4. Chottamatta 1 3 4. Okay, we'll have 3 4. अरे यार मैं क्या करूँ अभी? कुछ तो ले लो यार तुमने. क्या है? यूजर आईडी इज नॉट अ नंबर. Come the fuck on me. I know the fuck. 6 7 8. Okay, do something. I can't, damn it. I don't know. I don't fucking know what the fuck is going on, man. Let us create a user. The user ID can be anything.ちょっと待って止まりなさい。Name, username, blogs, user ID, ancient, blogs, add column user ID, and okay, I don't get it. ID content important. That should be this. Why is that? Now we can that is not, it's not working. User ID the null, not null. We should not know. The migration creates the users table. Okay, I get that, and adds the user ID column and its foreign key constraints to the existing nodes table. Yeah, notice that result does not recreate the nodes table from scratch. It compares the new schema against the previous migration snapshot and generates only the altered table statements needed to bring the database in sync. Let us create a user from Drizzle Studio. Okay, and associate that to the nodes already existing. I think I need to create a user first. Add a new record. We can have user first. Your name can be Pendy Man. Of course, Pendy Man is Pendy Underworld. And blogs. What is that? Blogs. What do you mean by blogs? Blogs तेरा बाप का है क्या? तेरा बाप का है क्या इधर? What is that? What is that? Blogs? We do not have that one like you. It should be blogs. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. And then we can be Pindi can be do. Can go to no. Actually, that is kind of. It should be over here. Or more. Pindi is like my bhindi. Pindi is like my bhindi. Pindi is like my bhindi. Can have it. Oh, first we need to create a user before giving the user ID. Okay, now we can make a small change to our schema. We would like to alter so that the foreign key user ID in the nodes table is required to be not null. Okay, so like we would like to alter that so that the foreign key user ID in the nodes table is required to be not null. Like it requires to be not null. So all we do is again we are gonna have to generate the schema and that. Chang the bling not no, and of course that. Hey, you can beat that. Now you can beat. He can beat the meat. Okay. npx treasure kit code chanakte and generate. Gonna create a new one. Hellfire, Elite Iron Man, Nervous Sandman. Damn. Who made this? Nervous Sandman. Superhero. Whoever made it, he really likes superheroes. Elite Iron Man, Ancient Hellfire. Nervous Sandman. npx result get generate. Again we inspect the generated SQL in the migration. We see a single statement. Yeah, we see that yeah, we see only one single statement which will look like this. Alter table blocks, alter column user ID set not null. Yeah, this is exactly what we expected. The column already exists, so Drizzle only needs to add not null constraint. Since we already associated all existing nodes with the user in Drizzle, Studio Node none of the rows have a null user ID, and migration will succeed. And fix result. If any node still had a null error, the database would reject an altered table with an error. We can apply the migration. Okay, I'd like to see the error because I don't have a okay, I don't have any user ID attached, any user attached to these nodes blocks. So okay, I only have so to npx drizzle migrate. Oh my lord, drizzle kit migrate. I'd like to see that. I'm gonna refresh it. And should that not give an error? npx drizzle kit migrate injected and we It did not result in any error. Did it? Like, web full stack open. What just happened here? I'd like to inspect that. Was that an error? Did something happen over here? Notice, severity, local applying migration, severity notice, schema tracer log skipping, applying migration notice, version already exists, speaking, skipping, npx result get migrate. I'd run that command again. I'd like to run that command once more. Yeah, I see this error kind of thing. Show command actions. No config path provided using default result.com. No config path provided. What do you mean by that? How's that result get npx? Result get migrate. I did that. Injected nv. There's an suction on tender. Stender. Stender. Oh my. Tender. Yeah. No, nothing happened actually. Injected. Teach me how to read and understand this. It is supposed to throw an error cause my blocks deeper. And my blocks do not have user instead now. So Amma galley chandam body. Sorry. Nani. Oh, I can just bring some water. मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी मेरे मेरे पैर दुख रहा है भाई राइट लेग मेरे लेफ्ट लेग हो रहा It's true. इस हिसाब से तो मुझे तो लगता है मुझे तो मर गया भाई। इस हिसाब से तो मुझे तो मर गई नौकरी। दिन तक Enough. Different time is being databases are inherently lazy. They will take the path of least resistance unless you explicitly force them to be strict. When you ran result page generate and then I create, result looked at your schema that saw the new user column in the blocks table and send a command to the Postgres Postgres looked at your existing draws. Start of the adventure, these only. It realized it was adding a brand new column to draws that were already physically written to the hard drive. It had to put something in that new empty space. By default, SQL's answer to empty space is null. Because you did not explicitly forbid null value, Postgres happily backfilled all your पागल लगे यार ये जागे skipping schema drizzle already exists. Elation drizzle migration already skipped. Absolute correct. You looked at the image now, and you looked at TypeScript in the which the months not really expected a violent correction would terminate and just gave you a polite green check mark and skipped everything. कहाँ? Skipping. Drizzle migration already exists. Skipping. Migration is completely blind to TypeScript. It did not apply any new changes to blocks table. Why? Because Drizzle migrate does not read your schema.ts. Migrate is completely blind to TypeScript. It only looks inside your project Drizzle or migrations folder for SQL files. It doesn't see the SQL files ever. Blueprint. When you run this command, Drizzle looks at the schema, compares it to your professor schema, notices your null, generates the auditor table. This command takes that new SQL file and then executes the pivot. Once you generate and migrate, your instinct will be proven 100%. Postgres will read the command, make sure it will look at your existing rows and see that they are currently null, and it violently crash the migration with an error. Column ID contains now. Go into Visual Studio, manually delete the blocks that have a null user ID, or temporarily add default one now. Sparna. Generate करूँगा पहले तो blocks index 1 facts. अब मैं migrate कर दूँगा जल्दी से. Migrate करूँगा जल्दी से. ऐसे कहाँ गारे एरे आरे पिंडी की सुंडी दी पिंडी. आई थिंक इसको ऊपर ही ले जाना चाहिए साला. पुंडी मैन सुंडी मैन दो और निकाल देते हैं. दो पुंडी मैन पुंडी क्या है रे भाई पनीर सुंडीर अरे सुंडी तो 3 नंबर हो गया ना सुंडी 3 नंबर हो जाएगा ना जने मने बने जने मने okay sorry that's our national anthem sorry I was actually singing it a while ago and it's fine okay that's 2 and that's 3 Punjabi Sindh Okay, this is exactly what we expected. The column already exists. So drizzle only needs to add the not null constraint. Since we already associated all existing nodes with a user in Drizzle Studio, none of the rows have a null user ID and the migration will succeed. Okay, none of the rows have a null user ID and the migration will succeed. If any nodes had a database would reject alternative anyway. We can now apply the migration users nodes. Let us now implement 2 new pages. Firstly, one that lists the user of the app. It is pretty straightforward. One that lists the user's app. It is pretty straightforward. The component users should be in URL. Okay, the component user should be the URL users. So to follow the Next.js route confession, we put it in the file app users and page dot. Chinchora page.jsx Janakate DSX const users देख लेंगे ना रिटर्न कर देता हूँ पहले तो सबसे पहले एंड एक्सपोर्ट डिफॉल्ट यूजर्स ओके मेरे पास आएगा मुझे न सता तू हे 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 ओ जाना आ जिंदगी में आना सनम अरे ओ जाना मेरे जैसे गाना अब तेरे काका बुलाऊंगा तेरे काका को बुलाऊंगा तेरे बाप को बुलाऊंगा तेरे बाप को बुला के मारूंगा तेरे बाप को मारूंगा बहुत सॉरी Shabala तेरे वजूद से तेरी वफा ने मुझको संभाला, तेरी वफा ने मुझको संभाला, तेरी वफा ने मुझे संभाला, संभाला, तेरी वफा ने मुझको इतना बता दे कोई, कैसे तुझसे दिल ना लगाए कोई। रब्बा ने मुझको बनाने अभी आशिकी लाई तुझको दिया, काजल की स्याही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरियाँ, कितना तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथों ना गाऊं दिल बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में, मैंने सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं, किसना तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं दिल बीते सारा। Get users. We're gonna get the users, okay? Okay, we get users. But B के उसके लिए तो हमें get users भी तो बनाना पड़ेगा ना, एक्शन तो होगा ही नहीं ना इधर, इधर एक्शन में हमारे पास है ही नहीं ना एक्शन, बट एक्शन में थोड़ी ना होगा वो। It should go services, daru, get block ID, get blogs. Oh, what is this? Why do I have this? Values, no overload match this call. I think user star user ID. db.insert, add a block, overload value title string please full user ID, क्या है यार, ये तो समझ में नहीं आता। Why is it this? Why is it so title user ID author user ID should be there, I guess. Shalani Share Are async it should be a number, okay. हाँ तुम्हारा कहाँ का है ना यूजर आईडी, अब तो हो गया ना, सैटिस्फाइड हो गया अभी तो। अभी ठीक करके देता हूँ, अभी ठीक करके देता हूँ। We need the get user. Okay, let's have it over here. Add block. Okay, like blogs are there. Everything block related is over there, so let's have it over here. Export const get user, get users, and then we can have this just like that, and then the name user link get user, okay, like services file list like that. There should be async because we are making a database query return db dot query and users dot find many. That is the call to the function, and async export and all that looks fine. We go up, go here. What is that? Why do we have a add block? Yeah, of course, if we are adding a block, should it not have a user ID? Oh wait, create a block. Just like that. Where can we get the user ID though? From a user ID. Let's do something about it. Okay, later. Who cares about that? Okay, we're gonna map over it and then generate a link. Okay, users.map. A sync get await get users oh my lord, and then users.map for every user. Okay, map can't we just we're gonna list and then we're gonna have a link and href. चल लिंक तो देखते हैं बाद में. Next link देखने and he can have user.id. okay, and that's just going to be that like that. User dot name is fine, I guess. And then should it not key link href? What is I am not returning it. Okay, href and users slash dollar users user.id. पिट अंग चांचों में हाथ लगाऊं दिन बीते सारा तेरे बाप को इन्हें इके करा पूंडी अरे पूंडी वे चढ़ा उड़ा पूंडा अरे गुंडी रे तेरी गुंडी रे. Okay, we can go over here. कुंडी नशे वाली खोल दे ए उड़ता पंजाब. कुंडी नशे वाली नशे में आग बबूला है वो नशे में आग बबूला है वो जरा ठंडा होने दीजिए उसे जरा ठंडा होने दीजिए उसे और थोड़ा गरम से ठंडा होने दीजिए उसे. users Yeah, that is Udta Punjab. Yeah, that is so cool. Blogs, I think users should go up. And you can go now. Home, blogs, users, add. Kundina Sevali call. Kunde to do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. संभल जा जरा फिर मोहब्बत करने चला यहीं रुक जा जरा फिर मोहब्बत करने चला मेरी मोहब्बत तारी अंदर तो खुद पर यकीन लेकर तुम्हें तेरे दर्द से जुड़ जाऊं मैं मिला है तू यहाँ मुझे दिलाऊं मैं यकीन तुझे रहूं के जुदा सदा बस इतना चाहता हूँ मैं थोड़ी जगह दे दे मुझे तेरे पास कहीं रह जाऊं मैं खामोशियाँ तेरी सुनूं और दूर कहीं ना जाऊं मैं okay, the name of the user is a link to the individual user page that shall implement soon. The function get users in the fire services users.ts is straightforward. The link to the user's page, the link to the user's page. What is an action though? Something come wanting yang. The link to the users page is also added to app.layout the end, and look at that, 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 looks so cool, looks so cool. And next page, and next the page of an individual user, we want to list there also the nodes that are associated for that user. Following the Next.js app router convention, the component user piece is implemented in the file. Of course, no doubt in that. No doubt. Of course, though. That's a torso. Oh, what? Did I not make it? Oh, I did not make it. I did not make it, bro. I did not make it to the final round. I did make it to the final round, but I thought I was not selected. User page. Oh. Ooh, ooh. What am I making, man? Oh, it's not time for an ooh. Sha-da-la-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. User dot name, okay? That we get it. That we get it. Create blog, add blog, toggle blog, star increment, all that creating things over here. We are not redirecting. Sorry for everything. I'm a man. Okay, increment block likes, toggle star, get by ID, get blocks, add blocks, get blogs. Ain't getting any blog. Add a blog, get a blog, toggle increment, get query, get users, get the user by ID, get blog by ID, right? Yeah, I got that. Like, find the first and where equals to blog.id and like that. Okay. Shouldn't it be an async function? Should it not be an async function? It should be you're not awaiting anything. Why should it be? Yeah, it just shouldn't be. Yeah, why? Yeah, we are getting the blog over here. We are just getting that. db.query.blogs.find first. I think I don't need export. Export const get user by ID and return db dot query dot users dot user find first or something like that. आरे दिल के इस गले में आके लड़की तुक के छुप के धागे की लड़की भागे की लड़की अरे ओ छुपती है देखे ना जब ये मिलती है तब क्या होता है चले मिलती है अरे चमके ने एक बड़की उड़ को उड़ा के ले जाऊंगा, उड़ को उड़ा के ले जाऊंगा, वाइल 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 name ID them tabang tapakatang ting dang chetang tang bing tang gi ting dang gu pang jing dang gu ding 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 ding dang gu ding dang gu. That's a fridge, refrigerator, where userちょっと待ってちょっと待って use 便ジャング便ジャングタンタクタンタンティンタンギタンバンタンディンダンギチャンダンガダンダンディンダンギ like equal blogs.id okay equal users that id is equal to the id. Okay, should it not have an id? Of course, yeah, without an id, like why? It should be a number. And but users get user, I just look at the yeah man. Ding jangu ding jangu ding ding jang ding jangu ding jangu ding jangu ding jangu ding ding jangu ding jangu ding ding jangu ding 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 jangu. Okay, should be an async function. Man, what am I thinking of, man? What am I thinking? What am I thinking, man? Oh my lord, I'm so dumb. Huh. God, somebody help me. God, somebody help me. God, somebody. Export cons get user by id, get notes by user id. Yeah, the function size look like that. Ding ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong. 진짜 진짜래. 진짜 진짜 진짜. 진짜래. Async. ओ बारे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यार, है ना, सबसे पहले तो है ना ये नंबर है, चल ठीक है. एक्सपोर्ट गेट यूजर बाय आईडी async, it should be async. I don't get this async. db.query users find first. You're finding the first where equals users.id the id. What was this? Cannot find name users. Oh, क्या यूजर हो गया तू? अरे यार, अरे क्या बना दिया ये? क्या बना दिए हो यार? Ding dongu, ding dongu, ding daka ding dang ding dongu, ding dongu, ding dongu. Ooh, yeah, I know. 진짜래. Oh, I think. find first where you can take my you can saw my user. Ooh. You can take my I need to bring it from the schema dot id. You can take my you can take my take my sorry ding dang bong bang gang dang ding dang dang bing dang ding dang bing lang binji ayo. I remember having an error. I remember everything. I don't forget anything. I don't forget anything. वो चुप रहती है जब उनसे नजरें मिलती है तब क्या होता है. Oh yeah, ad block. Why are you crying? You crying, I crying. Where was that error? Oh my lord. It was not here. Damn. वो चुप रहती है जब उनसे नजरें मिलती है तब क्या होता है. तब ये जब कुछ तो मिलता है. Import boolean integer. अरे क्या import boolean integer तुम्हारा बाप ले गया यार. तुम्हारा बाप ले गया यार. तेरे के चुपके ना. चुपके से मेरी खिड़की में आना और मुझे ले जाना जीरो टू हीरो. 아그죠. 아겠죠? 알겠죠? I don't even want to use the brains anymore. Using brains is just too much. Using brains, nah. I'm not using brains no more. No more. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Hey. No more brains. No more brains. No more brains. Shut up, man. Okay, ちょっと待って。I don't give a that for now. Let's just create this. Oh my lord. Export const get blog by user ID. Blog by Aya user ID. Okay, my lord. Oh my god. Oh my lord. I returned something, okay. I'm just gonna look at that, okay. db.query.nodes. Get blocks by ID, okay, so should be an async, of course, and then user ID, and it should be a number. Okay, one thing I was looking at, I was like, sure, that should also be an async function, I guess, right? Async. That's a mistake I made, I think. Async. That's all async. That's async. Async. I get user ID. Okay. Return db dot blog db dot query dot blogs dot find many. Oh my lord. Find many where what happens is where equal nodesじゃなくて blogs dot id hi blogs dot id blogs dot user id is equal to the user info じゃなくてなんなんだよतेरी माँ का मैं गुस्सा मारू तेरे मुक्का मारूंगा एक मुक्का मारूंगा मुंह पे. The user page looks something like that. Dugu. Okay, I don't need to do that anymore because I can just bring some users over here. Should be async. and it should be sync, right? Yeah. Cause we are doing this params. We get the ID first. Okay, params and params. So params. Arey yaar. And promise it. God, it gives us a promise. Sara, and we promise it that it is going to be a yaar kya hai? ID string वो चुप रहती है जब उसे मिलती है तब क्या होता है. What's the ID? Params dot काय को. हाँ वेट करेंगे ना इसको फिर मैं यार अभी थोड़ा बहुत तो अभी मेरे को भी आने नहीं लगा है बट आ जाएगा वक्त के साथ. I get the user by ID. Get user by ID. चल इतना तो आता ही है. और ये नंबर लेते हैं इसको नंबर बनाने दें. नंबर बना दूंगा. And if user is not found, definitely, of course, why not? User is, if it's not a user, then we get a not found. We'll make a custom screen later, but from what else? Not later, never. Okay, for this application, maybe never. Username is going to be username, cause user dot username. Okay, and userちょっと待ってくだされれれれれててれててててれてれてれれगुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको वो तेरे बाको मारूंगा लात पिंडी मानव. तू मेरे सामने मैं तेरे सामने अरे रा 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 तेरा हो गया तू मेरी हो गई हम दोनों हो गए एक दूसरे के. तू मेरे सामने मैं तेरे सामने रात बुझने लगी तो. Okay, we have like user Pindi. Username is Pindi Man. Username is Pindi Man. Dum dum bing chang ling dang ling. Tung ching ling dang ling dang ling dang ling dang ling. Ong dang ling dang mong mong mong. User dot. Hey. Don't. Okay, sorry. But that should users for services. You know what? I should be like users not yet. I should separate them. I'm having everything over here, so get users, even the get the users should go there. Like dislike can be like that. Toggle stores, Star Wars, Star Wars. What is this? I don't need that. Tu मेरे सामने मैं तेरे सामने ऐसे बुझने लगी तू था तू मेरे सामने मैं तेरे सामने. Okay, that looks fine, totally fine. All right, why not? Users, get users, and this should be users. Hi, should it be user up? You sorry, I think just saw it look like that. Okay, you get user by ID. It should be users. User is a. Oh, I was here though. But one more here we'll have. Who do you have? Who do we have over here? Like that is fine. I get that. I get that. Agacho. But तू मेरे सामने मैं तेरे सामने. अरे बारे पे दुकान है मेरा तो बारे कहीं नोट्स क्या आते आगे तुम्हारे बाप ने लिखे आता कि तुम्हारा नॉट फाउंड ठीक है. नेक्स्ट थिंग ठीक है. गेट यूजर बाय आईडी. तो यूजर्स बुला रहे हो तुम. ठीक है, मैंने बुला लिया, बट तुम इतना ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो? ऐसा क्यों कुछ तो बोलना. ऐसा क्यों कुछ तो बोलना. कुछ तो बोलना. ऐसा क्यों. I should make it big, man. I should be proud of my face. Proud. What's there to be proud? Shouldn't be ashamed. I'm a big boy. I have a big boy. I have a big boy and I am a big boy. I am not scared of small boys because I'm a big boy myself. I'm a big boy. Bad boy 365. Oh, what is that? Bad boy 365. What is this? It's Senorita. Hey, Senorita. Senorita. Hey, Senorita. Okay, sorry. Hey, Senorita. That's a cute. I कितना मजा आता है. That's a cute. ऐसा क्यों? I got a mail. Very specific way. वैसा कभी डिस्कस नहीं करना वैसा तो देना और इसमें भी 98 people रिप्लाई करते क्या है गंदी गंदी जॉब्स कौन करता है यार गंदी सी जॉब देखना करना ही नहीं आने ट्रेड बंडी बन जाओ इससे अच्छा था ट्रेड बंडी बनना ट्रेड बंडी बातें करना कैसा लगता है ये हम तो पूछेंगे ऐसा लगता है तेरी तेरे इंतजार Come on, yeah, come on. I'm like wasting time. हमसे पूछो बातें करना कैसा लगता है कैसा भी नहीं लगता भाई मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं लगा तुम्हें लगा क्या कुछ लगा तो है बहुत लगा है बहुत लगा है बहुत लगा इतना लगा जितना कभी लग ना सका इतना लगा जितना कभी लग ना सका हाथ लगा के यूजर बाय आईडी। क्या यूजर बाय आईडी? और अगर मैं यहाँ पर देखता हूँ गेट यूजर बाय आईडी, रेसिंग डालकर नंबर डाल दिया इधर, डीबी डॉट क्वेरी यूजर फाइंड है हास्ट वेयर इक्वल यूजर डॉट आई डी आर टी। यार मैंने यार इस समय नहीं आ रहा ना यार। मैं पागल हूँ क्या? यार मैं पागल हूँ क्या? अरे मैं क्या पागल हूँ? यूजर डॉट, ओ माय लॉर्ड, कुछ में है ही नहीं तो ऐसा तो कुछ, ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं ना। अरे तारी माँ का ब्लॉग्स convention implemented. Join GitHub. Man, you can join my ass. God, you fucking damn it. God, you fucking damn it. Get notes by user ID. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. यार सच में मेरी सूंडी में है ना, पूंडी बजा दूंगा तेरी मैं। ब्लॉक्स आ तो रहा है वहां पर, आ तो रहा है तो यूज कर सकता हूँ मतलब। मैं तो मैप कर देता हूँ इसके ऊपर, मैं छोड़ कर लेना तो तुम्हारी दम है ना, जितना पूनों में उतना लगा लेना। मैं छोड़ो, मैं तो कर रहा हूँ माँ की, मैं तो कर रहा हूँ माँ की इसकी। मैं तो बना दे रहा हूँ भैंस को, भैंस को इसको भी बना दूंगा मैं आखिर इसकी, इसको भी बना दूंगा भैंस की। हमसे पूछो बात करना कैसा लगता है, कैसा लगता है बात करना? बातें करना तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बातें करना तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन बात करने वाला भी तो चाहिए ना। हमसा मिलेगा तुम्हें कहाँ, हमसा मिलेगा तुम्हें कहाँ? ब्लॉग्स, अरे यार मैं कॉपी कर लेता हूँ यार। अरे चल ठीक है रे यार, ये छोटा था ना, मैं पागल हो गया हूँ, मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा मैं। वो काम कर रहा नहीं है। ब्लॉग्स कहाँ पे है? डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट ऑन, हाउ द फक नो। Can I not use that? Can I please use that? Can I not please use that? Can I pull up so? Guzo, 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 guzo. Important Boolean user ID. Name, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Huh? Achutamate. Chotama. Chot. Sucks. Oh my lord. आईडी इधर मैं घुसेड़ दिया, मैंने यूजर आईडी घुसेड़ दिया, ये भी घुसेड़ दिया, ये भी घुसेड़ दिया। फिर मैं क्या ही करूँ, अभी सब घुसेड़ दिया है फिर क्यों? मरे Nanda to ओके नेम, तूने इसमें कुछ करा ही नहीं है तो फिर मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ? उसमें नहीं आ रहा है तो मैं कहाँ से लेके आऊँ उसको? लेके कहाँ से आ सकता हूँ मैं? कहाँ से ला सकता हूँ मैं? अरे 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 अरे, चिंता क्यों करते हो आप? मारूंगा बहुत, मारूंगा बहुत, मार दूंगा, बहुत मार दूंगा, बहुत मार दूंगा मैं। ओह सॉरी, user id, user, you make me do this, user, I make you so users id. Oh mi lorde,なんだよ。おいしゃー。あはー。あー、ママ。なんだこれー。なんだこれー。なんだこれー。page await params. Paramas. Param पिता परम पूज्य परमेश्वरम परमेश्वरम नहीं मुझको खबर मुझे खबर नहीं, मुझे खबर है इन खबरों की, खबर हो के भी खबर में है जो खबर। इतना खबर ना करो, खबर भी ना पड़े। इस सबर में खबर करो, खबर को सबर नहीं करो, सबर में खबर कर दो। नाम ज्यादा नानी tenda yo iitain desu. Okay, I like, before even completing something and just blog the id. I guess that'll make it stop blinking or cannot find mother. तो काई को फाइंड करोगे तुम्हें? ब्लॉक्स है तो नहीं, ब्लॉक्स तुम्हारा बाप रख के गया था क्या? What is that now? Oh my lord, me lord. Hey ma, I block my chi. Then they got 25. Is that 25? I don't have any 25 over here. What is that? Should I just? God fringing, damn it. God fringing, damn it. I cannot read property of undefined reading map. Reading map. यार वो उसको बोल रहा था, मैं क्या करूँ भी? हाँ, मैं क्या करूँ भी? मेरे को नहीं, खुद को नहीं पता भाई क्या हो रहा है इधर, खुद को नहीं पता भाई। चल मैं पहले ना, मैं इसको बना देता हूँ, पहले इसको बना देता हूँ मुर्गा। इसे मैं बना देता हूँ मुर्गा, ओ मुर्गा। ब्लॉग एक्चुअली ब्लॉग होना चाहिए ना, ब्लॉग आना चाहिए ना बच्चों। Okay, sorry. Like we don't even need that, boy. Nah, jauh lah, Maika, Makia. I'm losing it, bro. Come on, like, let me see that, man. Come on, like, yeah, that's the only. नहीं मुझ में कहीं बाकी सी थोड़ी है ये नमी, नमी है मुझको इतना दो है कोई, अरे हे, कैसे तुझसे दिल लगाए कोई, रब्बा ने तुझको बनाने में कर दी है उसकी खाली तिजोरियां। आई मैंने व्लॉग्स यहाँ कर रखा ना, व्लॉग्स कर रखा ना। गेट यूजर ई सिंक db.query.users find many good. Should I not do that? That eventually reports it. Okay. Oh my lord. Why do I have this? कितनों की लव स्टोरियां, कैसा नहीं तेरा। अरे हो गया रे केसरिया, मैंने पता कितनी बार गाएगा भाई। I remember. Find first where. मुझे तो खुद को समझ में नहीं आ रहा भाई क्या गलती कर रहा हूँ मैं। ये अल्लाह भाई, और यार मेरे को देखने की जरूरत है, मैं इधर ही कर लेता हूँ यार भाई। क्या काय के किस बात के लिए मैंने टर्मिनल तो ओपन करके देख लिया करो भाई। बैकेंड कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है तू? बैकेंड कर रहा है, भीख मांग रहा है, बैकेंड कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है? मतलब समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा भाई। तुम लोग है ना, तुम लोग साले मरो भैं। user dot blocks find many equal blocks dot user writing doesn't seem like a problem.ちょっと待って、これ見てみたいんですけども、blocks、いやयार इसमें तो कुछ नहीं कर रहा है साले। मेरे को पागल समझ रहे हैं क्या? मेरे को पागल समझ रखी, इसमें ये गलती कर रखा है सालों। खुद खुद कूतरे लोग, कूतरे खुद लोग इधर गलती कर रखा है। गलती है भाई, ये मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया भाई, मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया भाई। नहीं लेकिन दिमाग खराब हो गया मेरा। क्या कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है? मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है इतनी देर से। मैंने सोचा कि मैं गलत हूँ, लेकिन मैं तो कभी गलत था ही नहीं। और यहाँ पर नोट्स हमें अवेट करके निकालना है। I don't like it. I don't like. Wow, new pattern. Wow. I'm gonna await it first and then get notes. Notes janakate belongs by user ID, and I'm gonna give it the user dot usurper ID. That is not. Am I not awaiting it? Why is it that? Argument of type undefined. It should not be. It's possibly undefined. どういうことなんだよ。Wait a minute, it's not undefined, okay? Oh yeah. Is it? ID, oh user ID name username const undefined. Undefined possible है यार, क्या है? कहाँ जाऊँ यार? एक तो है ना, क्या करवाते साले। चल ठीक है मैं जाता हूँ। कहाँ जाना चाहिए मुझे यार? ये है ना, एक तो बंद करना साले, दिखना हो तो मुझे। दीघे मत वन्न दीघे मत भाई दीघे मत वन्न रब्बा रब ने मेरी सुनी get user by ID यार इसका तो कोई बिना इसके हो रहा है मेरा काय को हो रहा है
Tomatoes. That's not audible for the whole time. I cannot let it down. That's a mistake, guys. Yeah. Wasted my fucking 1 hour.
No, the current rule works for application.
But I was having one more problem over here. What is that? User ID. Yeah. This one, why is that? Let me see the calls. Yeah, it's ChatGPT. そうだね。まあまあまあまあまあまあ。Sorry. It was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, it's fine. Okay, that makes everything good. Yeah. Yeah. ありがとうございます。あれはね。Oh my lord, I thought I could complete this today. Yeah, it's not that much. Like that starts from here, okay. A word of warning about migration, like hey man. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I can do it. I just tried. Oh. My back hurts so bad. My back hurts. My back hurts. My back is hurting like a bad, hurting like a bad bitch. It's just a bad bitch. Bad guy. I'm a bad guy. Bad guy. तुझसे भुला नहीं पाऊंगा मैं तुझे भुला नहीं पाऊंगा मुझे भुला नहीं पाऊंगा और तुम मुझे भुला नहीं पाओगे gay sorry what do you mean gay comments there's 21 का 9 है then 10 हो गया इसका use optimistic इतना बताऊंगा इतना मुझे fuck me fuck बाल उपाड़ दे बाल उपड़ गए मेरे पूनों के बाल उपड़े जोरदार से यार लोग लकड़ा मिल जाओ यार, क्या मिल जाओ लोग। अच्छा हम तो भिखारी है साले। कहाँ पैदा हो गया भाई, सोच सकता हूँ। मेरी कमर हर्ट कर रही है भयंकर, और मेरा मन नहीं लग रहा अभी भाई, कितना कितना दुख और झेलना पड़ेगा। कितना और दुख झेलना पड़ेगा मुझे। मुक्ति दे दो यार मुझे, मुझे निकालो यहाँ से। तो जा रहे बहन चोद। Please save me. Please save me, someone. I'm tired. For the Chang Wonderlike station. No, Wonderlike hip hop. कुछ नहीं हो सकता। Help. 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 Somebody please help.
क्या बताऊं, कुछ बताने को है ही नहीं। मेरा ख्याल कैसा हूं मैं? वो तो मुझे भी मालूम नहीं। काश काश बोलता। काश बोलता, काश बोलता। काश काश Yes, the database to find the user. The user does not accept the database response. Instructed write the user right to the push the bounds. TypeScript compiler reads from top to bottom to screen it. And because you are trying to extract ID property from a value that might not exist yet if a user types. And the user double line does not exist. Your code will try to validate on the file ID. Okay. TypeScript is violently intercepting. It is exactly to protect you. So. काश मैं भी अच्छा होता।
काश मैं भी खुश होता, काश मैं भी किसी के साथ होता, काश मैं भी हो सकता, काश join queries नहीं, it's not about कितना लॉन्ग है, बट मन भी तो करना चाहिए ना मेरा यार, मेरा यार नहीं करना है मन. Okay, that is fine. Okay, I did learn about migrations and then now join queries, so रब्बा ने रब्बा ने तुझको बनाने में कर दी हस्न. पता नहीं क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं. खाली तिजोरिया काजल की स्याही से लिखी है तूने, जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरिया, केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं, दिल भी दे सारा तेरी फिक्र में. ओए 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 ओए, नानी तेंदा ओमा, नानी तेंदा ओमा. Okay, hey, thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for coming to the stream. Whatever the stream, and I'll meet you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have fun. We did a lot today, and yeah, kind of satisfied today. I like the routine. I do my Korean first, and then followed by my reading. Okay, Korean and reading, Korean, Japanese, both done. Then I do my what you call that? Oh, soul, isn't it? What do I do after that? I slack off, I eat, I sleep for a while, and then yeah, third task is me doing my what you call that, DSA. Okay, and the fourth and last task is I do have like an alligator. So slouchy, so mouthy. Bye bye, have fun. Bye bye.